Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is your boy Jay, aka Herc213 on YouTube, and I'm back with another honest video for you guys today. And with this honest talks, I should say, I said honest video. I gotta work on that. I'm not gonna go on a tangent anymore when it comes to, with my honest talk videos. I just had to really, tone that down and just really make honest talks videos more, deeper understanding and, just like I'll put my emotion to it, but I won't go like a crazy tirade. But that's just outside the point. I just really want to make an honest talk video about repetitive patterns, and it's just like this is not a diss to anyone. Just if you guys are watching this, I'm not, I'll never talk, bad about anyone. If I do, I want people to correct me on that. I just really, I just want to discuss about, repetitive patterns. And it's just like I watched a video today, from this awesome YouTuber named Maximilian Dude, with two O's instead of U, with Maximilian Dude. He's a well-known Street Fighter player, and he on this video today, I just he talked about how how like online play messed him up too, and as a streamer, as a gamer, just because he always kept streaming, playing games online, in person with the community, like on Twitch and on YouTube, but he doesn't play games offline, and he's that kind of messed him up a bit. And it's kind of like it kind of hit home to me too, because I've done some stuff where I've been repeating, doing the same thing over and over and over again, and then it's starting to lack its luster. It's like the definition of insanity. You do the same thing over and over again, and you expect the same thing results to happen. And it's just like interesting. It really brought up something I want to talk about. And I've been guilty of this too. Doing some repetitive patterns over and over again. It's just like especially at my stage now, in my early 30s. It's how can I say this? I've noticed that more, especially when I've been practicing self-care and learning about mindfulness. Really being mindful of what I'm doing, saying, etc., etc. And it's just interesting. I really feel for him, Maximilian Dude, like how, certain things you've done for so long, but then it lacks its luster and it will mess you up. I totally understand where he's coming from, because I've been there before. I've been down that road plenty of times, actually. And, just like with, I can only share from my experience. It was just like, I right now too, especially when it comes to just like gaming, I should say, for example, as a gamer, I can relate to him, just playing the same games over and over again, especially in a particular way too, and it'll just lack its luster. It's like you going crazy. It's like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? Like, why am I playing the same games that way too? Especially if you're playing a competitive game like Street Fighter and Tekken, you're very competitive, and it just makes you wonder, like, oh my gosh, like, why am I playing like this? Why am I getting angry, throwing controllers, all that other crazy shit, And it's just like, I've been down that road, But, with Maximilian's story, it's a lot different than mine. But I can totally understand if, something has messed you up in a way that just doesn't feel fun anymore. And it's just like, with me as a gamer too, especially as a fighting game lover too, like Tekken, I am a stage now. It's just like, especially practicing mindfulness, it's just like, I still competitive, but not in a way that's just very crazy. It's just like if I lose, if I'm in a competitive stage, like on Evo or something, I won't sweat it. It's just like, it's like one of those stages where it's just like I have a lot going on for me too. And it's just like, you know what? Losing a tournament here and there, it's not the end of the world. I can always brush myself off, try again, like Aaliyah said in one of her songs. And it's just like, yeah, it's just like you pick yourself up and you be better. You always, and just like, say move on, but, just learn from it. And just like, in the gaming community, always, like, I'm inspired to, and also I really want to just, connect with gamers too again too, and just have some fun times with them. And because like before, because I always been so competitive, I always had that kind of mind state. It's just like, oh my gosh, like what am I doing? Especially like a few years ago, before I met all you guys, certain people in certain communities from last year. From last year in 2020, it was just like before I met all you guys in certain communities, it was just like I've been used to be an online competitive fighting game player, one trying to be the best of the world. But at the same time, I just realized, like, you know what? I'm good. I'm appreciate the skill that I have and what I can do, and just like it's like if I'm not the best in the world, that's totally cool. I just love the game. I just love everything about it, the characters. How you can use them, what weaknesses they have, how you can really use their strengths to their advantage, especially in certain fighting games like Tekken and Street Fighter and so on and so forth, Mortal Kombat as well. And I'm just gonna really shift that around from gaming to content creating too. It's just like I love all my people who support me on my channel, especially the people who on my live streams who are guests, etc., etc. Especially my soul tribe too. For those who are watching, you know what I'm talking about. I love you guys dearly. The ones who hold me accountable, who cheer me up. You always give shout outs to reference me and etc. etc. And I always will do the same to all you guys. It's just like I always like to find ways to really do something new with my content and live streams, doing something different and fun. And I just like to really do that, being you might not being afraid to express my creativity, share my gifts. And because if I do the same thing over and over again, and just like taking it too seriously, it's just like it loses luster, and it won't be fun anymore. And I definitely won't be, won't be doing it anytime soon. But at the same time, now I'm being mindful of it and talking about it and having an honest chat with you guys about it is just, I'm still inspired to really do that, making those awesome live streams and content for you guys to learn and to enjoy, both at the same time. So, whew, since I'm talking, circles and talking, pretty quickly, it's just, yeah, it's just like those repetitive patterns. It's just like, if you do something so much, but then it starts to mess you up where it loses its luster or it doesn't seem fun anymore. I could totally understand where people come from with that too, especially with Maximilian Dude and whoever who's been that way, down that road too. And if you guys are watching this video who have been down that road too, feel free to share your stories. Sharing stories, especially if like like this, can really have a powerful impact, and we can learn something from each other. So no pressure. If you guys want to share your stories, you feel free to do it in the comment section. If you guys don't, that's totally cool too. No pressure. I just love you guys nonetheless. You guys are my soul tribe, soul peeps. And so with that being said, I think that's pretty much it. Especially with these honest talks videos, I'm gonna tend to keep it a little shorter, would be more structured in it too, but in a way that I could still be creative and just expressive. Not going the oh kind of tirade. That's not healthy at all. But I will express my emotions where I could really just bring up bring up some important issues too in society as well. But when it comes to me and my personal life too, I was really learned to keep some stuff, private. That way it'll bring me safety, but also, my loved ones safety. If I ever have a girlfriend or kids, especially if my dad and my mom, God bless her soul, she's in spirit, but she's always wrapping me up with her blanket and watching me like a manager, like a manager, like not say Paul Bearer and like Paul Heyman, with Brock Lesnar, but you know how that goes. But anyways, if you guys have any stories, about certain repetitive patterns where things start to lose its luster, but then you figure that out and you figure out a way to change things around and just how can I say this? Reinvent yourself or reinvent some stuff that you could do to make some more things more creative and fun. Feel free to share your stories too. And much love to all my peeps, current subscribers, new subscribers, and may we continue to creatively grow in our own lifestyles that not only benefit us as human beings, but our loved ones and our environment. And if you guys ever want a full reading from me, or you guys want to do some super heroic flow sessions where it's restorative and vinyasa and yoga nidra put together, those kind of sessions, I really want to work one-on-one with people, sharing my gifts and services, and especially if you guys want to learn more about essential oils too. And you guys want to find me on Discord or even just like on social media, feel free to check out my link tree. No pressure, anytime you want. And to really inquire my services, add me on social media, community social media platforms, and so on and so forth. And so, anyways, guys, I am about to. What time is it? Ooh, I'm about to stretch out, get something energizing. Probably use my essential oil mix because I am a little relaxed today. And especially on Thursdays. Thursdays are always my relaxed day. I don't know why. I think it's because I go in these my friend's Zaz yoga community classes early in the morning because she lives in Bali, and it's like, ooh. Sometimes I can't make it, but when I do, I'm usually half sleepy, and then I'm awake and I can't go back to sleep. But that's something I'll work on too. But anyways, guys, if you guys want to inquire my services and add me on social media platforms and so on and so forth, feel free to check out my link tree anytime you want. And much love to you guys. I love you guys dearly. No homo, if you guys are watching. But the ladies, I love you guys dearly. And especially all my peeps too, men and women, if you're straight or gay, love you guys dearly. You guys are my soul people. And I'll see you guys around with more content for you guys to learn and to enjoy. Peace.